Alright, gonna do a quick skid steer overview. So, this top cooler is the hydraulic cooler. If you can see it, underneath it you can see the radiator cap is the actual radiator for the water. And this is our Kubota engine. Electric starter. All the good pumps and filters. It's got rubber mounts on the bottom, square, battery, air filter housing. These are things we'll need to consider in the air filter housing. And then on the inside, this is the hydrostatic pump. It is connected by a belt on the right hand side. You see one belt for sure, that's a small V-groove, and then underneath that housing is a flat serpentine belt. And there's a tensioner in the middle for the V-groove. Now the V-groove powers this. And what that is that is a mechanical fan blowing up through the radiator and the hydraulic cooler. So it's a mechanical fan on a belt drive. Pretty good. It probably spins a lot faster than an electric. You can see the alternator back there. The cool thing that I've just now figured out with the pump system is that it's got controls built in. This and this are linkages that go up to my joysticks. So the controls for the pump are actually on the pump, so the linkage just hooks directly to it, and then that's what opens the valves, closes the valves, and you can see the big fat lines running off here, and they run underneath to the wheel motors on both sides, right down in there. And then on the end is the fixed pump, and that's what controls the auxiliary and the arms and the loader bucket. Now, part of the controls for that are right here. So I'm not sure the make and model of this, but anyway, this is on the right foot pedal, and this also has, you see the electric wires, those are electric solenoids that control the auxiliary on and off. And then, so you can see there's a foot pedal, and it has a mechanical linkage running there. That mechanical linkage runs underneath and connects to the side of this valve. And then there's another one, flip upside down here, on this side. This one's not as easy to see though, but it's up underneath here. Same thing, it's got a mechanical linkage. And then what you see here is the white plastic on top and the rod down. That is a safety mechanism so that you can't operate the bucket unless they're inside the cab. There's a safety bar that swings down and pushes that plunger down on both sides, and thus engages or allows you to move the foot pedals. Otherwise they remain locked. On the joystick controls for left and right tracks are these shocks, and I assume that just kind of prevent you from slamming it forward. You have, a little bit of pressure and resistance, and then helps return it to center. Right here we have let me get up there. In the back here, that is a 5-gallon hydraulic tank. And then our fuel tank is on the side here. The fuel tank is actually down and underneath somewhere. The centerpiece with the red dot on it, that is the main oil tank for the wheels. That's where the oil bath is, and I assume the chains are in there for driving the actual wheels. There you go, you can see the controls. This control here has a finger switch. That's the auxiliary. There you have it. There's a Bobcat. And of course the whole cab is just on a set of pins that pivots, and then it lays down, bolts in place. There's 2 nuts, and it's secure. There we go.